So calendar subject to change, but let's start with, since we don't need to go over stuff from yesterday because we did a whole bunch of it already. Can't fit it all in. Yes, I'm bringing you back to the test is right. It's exactly right. So, you know what, let's just do 2 warm-ups. I think we'll do more U substitution today, so that'll get the gist of it. Do those 2 warm-ups. And then we'll go over them. So you guys at home, press pause, give them a try. And yes, this first question is very much related to the test, where g of x is defined as this integral from 4 to x of this function. So g of 0, we're told what g is. So this is the function g. So I'm going to look at the function g and just plug 0 in for x. So from 4 to 0, so that's backwards, but that's okay. I can handle backwards. So some of you will switch the 4 and the 0 and put the negative out front. Others of you will just find the area and make it negative because you know you're going backwards. Either way. So it's the area from 0 to 4, or from 4 to 0 because we're going backwards. That's half a circle, so half of pi r squared. So half of pi times 2 squared. And actually, if I put a negative on there, I could stop right there. That would be a safe stop. You've shown your calculus. You've shown what you're thinking. You've got a calculator-ready answer. If you wanted to go further, negative 2 pi. Because it told you what g is, so use g, plug it in, and do what you need to do. G prime, we don't have g prime, so I need to come up here and find the derivative of g. But if I take the derivative of the integral, I'm right back to f. So g prime is equal to f. That's sort of the key that unlocks the rest of the problem here. So g prime of 2 is the same thing as f of 2. So now I'm just looking at my graph, and f of 2 is 2. Part C, g double prime, so I need another derivative. So the second derivative of g is equal to the first derivative of f. So the first derivative of f at 5. So what about f am I looking at if I want its first derivative? The slope. So I go to 5, and I picked out kind of an easy one. The slope there is negative 1. So there we go. And yes, that was from one of those pages of the test. And that page was kind of an all or nothing. Many of you got all of it right, but a bunch of you missed quite a bit of it. And it all stems from this stuff right there. Number 2. U and du. And sines and cosines are always tricky because they're derivatives of one another, so it's sometimes hard to figure out, well, which one should I pick? Well, you want to pick the inside thing and hope that the derivative is the outside thing, is one way to say it. So if I let u be sine of x, then du is cosine of x dx, put that on the end. So this is the integral of u to the 1/2 du. So now it's just a power rule thing. Increase the power by 1, divide by the new power, plus c, and u was sine of x, so sine of x to the 3/2 plus c. So some of you were looking for du over u because that's what we did yesterday, all day yesterday. But that's why we threw this warm-up in there to keep you on your toes, because they're not all that. We have to start being able to differentiate between, what's going on here.